I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this, they've got to cover and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready. We're waiting. Okay. Left. Like 50.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got Snead. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. And some room to maneuver. Does the big boy have the juice? And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The tight end changing his position. Time running out here on the play clock. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down following the run.
Got it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Now Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Larry Donnell the target, and he's got it. To throw, it's Manning. He's got time in the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Here's Vereen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Manning throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ready, 95-56, and easy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
What a tremendous play by the defensive line. Instead of getting too far upfield against the draw, able to hold their spot and make a big play in the backfield.
Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down.
Ready, we go.
Now Breeze. He's got time. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A strong running. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. DeAndrew White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball, and that didn't happen on that play.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's JPP, 7th-year man, Jason Pierre-Paul. In there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Oh, spinning away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Manning now on 1st down. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Shift together here from the D-line. And the first carry for the former Clemson Tigers, C.J. Spiller. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Daniel Lasco, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. A screen here to Vereen. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defense there's 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and then you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
Play clock winding down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This is Donnell with a grab. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They come out here in the eye. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Shane Vereen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Second down following the incompletion. Breeze will try again on second down. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Manning on the bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Another pistol look here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And he's got his man, Donnell. And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. again with Vereen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Hey, we got 3, 3 down. Wait, 8.
They'll run here with Vereen. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. One final try now for Manning. It's caught. Shepard. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Giants. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Giants first.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. John Jenkins in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. So the D-line's going to spread out. And no coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On second down, here's Manning. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Play action. Now Manning. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
34, eyes on 34.
Manning now on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Manning to throw on second down. Going left side, and he's got Donnell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Saints.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. A good pickup there, a 22. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
Shift together here from the D-line. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and the Giants are going to get a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now a play fake here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Donnell Allerby in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, here's Manning. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. Well, this whole line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got back there is running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Easy.
And they'll begin this drive with C.J. Spiller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Breeze throwing on second down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Third down, still 14 yards left. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. Toss play to Spiller. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living. And that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They run with Spiller. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Making the tackle, Stephen Tolik. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Breeze to throw on second down. And Cooks has it over the middle. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. This is Spiller. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So a pressure spot now for Connor Bart. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwich. The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Brown, the lone receiver, left. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle here to Donnell. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Let's go!
play clock winding down. They'll drop the throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go, Brown. Let's go. 3-2. Let's go. 3-2. 58. Let's go. 3-2. Let's go. 3-2. Let's go. 3-2.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Let's go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They come out here in the eye. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. They'll get 32 yards there. And that leads to a New York first down.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
He's back to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Donnell Ellerbe with a tackle.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Get on your feet. Hey, Mike 56. Mike 56. Zebra. Bang.
And they'll run it here. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Third down now following the run.
Let's go. Let's do this. Zebra. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now it all comes. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now it all comes down to Josh Brown. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and they have regained the lead. Still trying to digest the final moments of the game. What a fantastic drive to win it.
To see the winning team execute, stay calm and in the moment, and get it done, it really was a thing of beauty to conclude this game.
So for the Giants, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week.